Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Good morning.
Good morning, and hello, other Andy. This is my friend Andreas, and he is helping us with electrical. He has jumped right in. We just pulled the van up to his place and unloaded, and he is helping me figure out all of my electrical panel and wiring and all that good stuff. So we are gonna get busy and make some power happen and burn down the van. Wait, you told me not to burn down the van. His other sage advice is don't lick the wires, right?
Yeah.
You figure it out? Okay. How to make more room for the cable. This is precision German engineering.
Don't make fun of me.
I am not making fun of you. I am appreciating your talent. All right, the first thing we were working on today was trying to run the wire that's going to go from the DC to DC charger up to the battery under the driver's seat. I bought 14 feet of it thinking that was plenty, and it looks like we might be coming up just a little bit short because by the time we cut that, attach it to breakers and that sort of thing, we're just a little bit short. What I thought I accounted for, but I didn't enough, was that there's zigzagging here, so it's not a straight line. This is coming in from here, going under the footwell, and then coming out here and into the battery box, and we need to attach connectors on each end. Anyway, so we've got the right length here, but when we get back towards the back to connect all the breakers and switches and stuff, I need a little bit more. And we adjusted the cable a little bit, and we think we may have found enough. Andreas has kind of rearranged the panel with all the gear on it, and hopefully, if we're really lucky, fingers crossed, I won't have to buy more cable here. Andy is trimming the end of the wire, taking off the sheathing so that we can start putting some connectors on here. All right, we are about to get a lesson in crimping big fat wires.
Okay, so you need to. Oh, no, don't. Yeah. I want to say where you need to crimp. Okay.
Okay.
Try to do the.
Should I gently hold this so it doesn't move?
Well, we'll do it in a minute. Okay, when I put the wire in it.
Okay.
But you want to crimp here, more to the end, not here. Okay.
Right.
So we'll get most of the cable thing here.
Okay.
Try to do that there. Okay.
Understand.
And I try to. I think this is the. Hang on. This is the best way here.
Okay.
Try to keep it this way, but we try to want to go into this area here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that the bell is closer to the end of the pliers.
Yes. Then to the front of the. Okay, come in.
Okay.
Well, you want to do. I have long arms, but you need to look at which place to go. Okay, I can't see this on here.
I also
you see?
can't see. I'm gonna pinch and then I'm gonna duck down for a second. Well, it's gonna move when I duck.
Yeah, down to that. Okay, go.
Is that enough?
Get close to it. Yeah, go up.
Oh, and do it again?
No. Go all the way up. Get out before we do anything. Nope.
No.
These are too small for that thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
4.
All right, so we just discovered the crimper has settings. It was set on 1.0, but now we're moving it over to 4 since we're using 4 gauge wire here.
Looks much better.
All right, let's try again.
So same thing again. You want to not go this.
Okay.
Hold it in level.
Mm-hmm.
I try to hold my thing on level. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more force now. Okay. Okay. Come.
Yes.
Okay. Close. Stop.
I'm stopping.
Yep. Go. Go! You can't do it. Got it?
Did we do it? Did we do it? Look at that. Show me that artwork. Nicely done, gentlemen. This is your first crimp, Andy.
I just crimped your ride.
You did crimp my ride. There we go. Nice and tight. Well done.
Okay, let's do the red one. You guys are the thinnest one.
I do this.
You need to look at by yourself, okay? I can't see anything from here.
Okay.
So Andreas, you're just holding the wire
Yeah.
so the crimp doesn't move?
Well,
I'm gonna have to move
you
the
need to
bar.
make sure you have enough leverage everywhere.
Let's
You
do
do not hit the frame of the car
and not pull that
because we
out.
cannot stop. Okay.
Yep.
I
it's all
can
one
twist it a
smooth
little
motion.
bit that you have better thing. But
I'm just gonna gently hug this.
okay, yeah, just hug it.
Nothing's in the way.
Okay, you ready?
Yep, I think so.
Looks good.
Yay!
Yeah.
I've been playing with this layout for quite a bit here. I don't know, 45 minutes or so, moving things around and just trying to figure out where wire is going to go. And I even actually diagrammed it just so I know and not have too many wires crisscrossing here and there. I've got a more traditional wiring diagram, but this doesn't really show you how things work in real life because, like, for example, my house batteries are up on top, my starter batteries over this way. So I've gone back and I've figured out how this is going to play in the real world once I get everything installed. I've checked my layout here and I can walk you through this. It's not very pretty, but basically coming from the starter battery, I've got a 4-gauge cable that's going to come through here on the positive on-off switch, breaker, and then into the DC to DC charger. The negative does not go through a bus bar, it just goes straight into the DC charger. The solar will come in from the door side, which is over there. It's going to go through a breaker and an on-off switch into the DC charger, and then the black, the negative, will just come in this way. On the inverter, I have a breaker, so coming from the house battery to the inverter, we've got a breaker, on-off switch, and then into the inverter. And negative, we've got a bus bar, so it comes negative on the battery through the bus bar to the inverter. The bus bar is also used for the Blue C charger, so there'll be a negative coming here through the bus bar and around to the end of the DC charger. The other end is positive, so that positive wire will come through this breaker and here. So I think that even though it's not as pretty as what Andy had originally laid out, he had all the on-off switches in a nice row and all the breakers in a nice row. I think this will flow a little bit better in terms of where the wires are placed and be a little bit easier to look at and easier to understand once it's all said and done. So that's my plan. I'm going to go ahead and start bolting everything down and then we'll take it from there. So yesterday I did this, and I know there's no wires connected yet, but Andy and I sat down and we went through all of the connectors required based on wire size for each little thing here. And I had to order a few more to make sure I had everything, but I've got it all on order. It should be here in a couple days and I can go ahead and hook up all of my power. All right, Andy and Andy have been working hard all day getting the electrical set up. And it's Andy and Andy. And it's almost the moment of truth. Andreas is connecting our batteries right now. And we'll see what happens. Something's beeping.
We have small falls, that's good.
We have the charger powered up and we have 12.6 volts, and Andy is about to turn on the engine to see if we actually get charge from the alternator. That'd be pretty cool. Be very cool, wouldn't it? Well, yesterday we got the electrical connections on the panel all done, with many thanks to Andreas and Andy. They did a lot of hard work while I was just working on wiring and setting up connections for switches and things like that. They did all the hard work to make that happen, and I'm really excited because now I have a fan that works up there, and as soon as I get fuses into my Blue C fuse box, I'm gonna have lights.